One of the questions I've pondered while watching Gachiakuta is how diverse and fascinating its settings can be, considering that the plot revolves around the streets of Tokyo. The entire story is based on the premise that everyone lives in a drab, muddy wasteland. The question is answered squarely in this week's episode. Canvas Town, a disorganized shanty town, is where Rudo and the cleaner crew must go in order to prepare for their most recent assignment, which has a distinctive taste and fascinating cultural aspects that set it apart from the other portions of the surface world we've seen thus far. Although I've mentioned it a few times, I'm still amazed by how well Gachiakuta produces such intriguing material. Skillful use of the storytelling tropes and pacing patterns that I link with classic JRPGs. Now that we are on Rudo's first genuine main quest as an official cleaner, it's time to assemble the group and go to the nearest town on the globe map to find a new party member and learn more about the overall environment. I've seen some people whine about how slowly Gachiakuta progresses, but I don't believe that's a problem. Although it's an absurd issue, I really like the beginning of Rudo's adventure. Perhaps it's because watching Gachiakuta reminds me of those old sleepovers I used to have with my friends where we'd immerse ourselves in whatever new Final Fantasy, Tales of or Xeno games that we could get our hands on and play all night long while switching the controller between us until we fell asleep in them. A heap of crushed bags of flaming hot Cheetos and empty soda bottles. Rudo may have reverted to a somewhat passive position this week, spending much of her time in that state, which could be my only legitimate grievance. Of his time spent in the background watching while more seasoned cleaners like Anjin and Ryo take the lead as the crew searches for the giver job to acquire some of his wondrous paint protection. As it allows the other characters more opportunities to interact and bond, I don't really mind. Furthermore, in my opinion, it's sufficient development for the time being that Rudo has grown at ease to the point where he can simply join and interact with the cleaners. The fact that Rudo and Ryo have a lovely, private talk about how much your parents can mess you up just makes me like them even more as partners. Delman is particularly impressive in the limited time the new cleaners have. I was laughing at his enthusiasm. Your life story broke my heart. The hell your people put you through is unforgivable, screamed the crowd. Remlin, the impoverished youngster who was compelled to take over the position of Canvas City's painter after Job's unexpected demise, is the episode's standout character. Passes away before he can offer the cleaners the protection they need for no man's land. First of all, the giver powers that Remlin receives via Job's crucial tool are simply incredibly enjoyable. Since the spells created by Canvas City's resident Spraycan shaman are almost entirely vibes-based, they seem rather potent and nebulous, as Rudo notes. Given that Remlin is a very talented and naturally emotional and expressive individual, they would be the ideal candidate to carry on Job's work. They are a very captivating little hero to introduce to the lineup, so I hope they have a lot to do in the next episodes. After they have finished grieving the death of their buddy, Remlin also delivers the episode's best line, which they exclaim in proud defiance: "No more crap vibes. Let's party." Words to live by, indeed. Perhaps I'll have that inscribed on my tombstone. Hope you like this video. Stay tuned in this channel for latest upcoming updates on this series. And add a bookmark in this channel for further upcoming updates on movies, anime, and web series. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, comment and share our channel. And for latest updates, please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.